Hey guys, how's it going? Rubik's Master here, and today I'm going to be doing another level 40 event video. This will be the third one. One was how I did it with the least amount of damage with the vehicles I had access to. Another one was a Zeus video. This one's going to be more of a 4 low levels. Now I have defeated a level 60 base, but it took way too many resources, way too long, wasn't worth it. And level 50, honestly, I can't find a way to really do something that I would consider a low oil attack. Even using good picking off strategies with Abrams, M270s, all that good stuff, I still average, 3 to 4,000. Typically, it's going to be in the 4 range. So just use the units you like using. Just pick the base apart. Piece by piece, just pick a piece and go at it and work your way through the base. But we're going to be level 40 with 3 level 10 Abrams, 6 level 9 base Humvees. If you have Humvee IFVs, use those instead. And 8 level 6 rocket buggies. So my equipment on my Abrams, I have my damage increased by 48 and my armor increased by 1,500. Nothing too significant there. DPS isn't too important for my tank. That's not where any of my DPS is really coming from anyway. My base Humvee, both Humvees really, have a pretty nice boost to armor, which is 844, and a substantial boost to range, but still don't outrange my rocket buggies, which also have a boost to range and have another nice little substantial boost to health. So generally, all my units are a little bit more sturdy. I am using rocket buggies instead of S13s. That's kind of a judgment call there, because S13s have a lot less armor than rocket buggies. They're a lot less durable. But S13s can shoot directly over walls. They don't have to destroy a wall to get at a unit, whereas rocket buggies do. Rocket buggies also have a little bit bigger of a rocket spread, which makes them better for taking out groups of infantry. But it is completely up to you. I'm using them in this capacity mainly for their durability. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be spawning down here. We're going to slowly pick apart this turret and this turret while the defending units come at us. And then we're going to head into the middle of the base, and that's where we're going to take most of our damage. Now, my damage typically is under 2,000, but depending on if there's a mistake made, it can go up pretty easily, especially getting into up here. But what we're going to do, we're going to take out this turret as quickly as possible. Going to take out that group of infantry. Now, we're pulled back, we're waiting for that helicopter to spawn up here, which won't take too long. We're going to go ahead and select our Humvees and rocket buggies, which is what we're going to use to take it out. Okay. Well, like I was saying, stuff happens, right? We already took more damage. Like, I've never had that crap happen before. But, okay, so those rocket buggies, we're going to take those out with our Abrams, because that's what they're good at. Now we're going to move all our units a little further to the right. Go ahead and stage them up to be ready to take out this machine gun turret. Alright, here come more helicopters. We're going to select those bad boys to take them out. There go those rocket buggies with their little limited AI thing, even with the AI off. And that is super frustrating. So we're not going to go for that other... Why is a single rocket buggy going? A single rocket buggy was like, hey, you know what would be a cool idea? Let's just go rogue and attack that flak turret. Seems like a cool idea to me. Kixeye fixed that. We don't want that. That's a brand new feature. We don't want it. It's the worst thing possible. I don't understand how that's a thing. So we're going in here. We just need to make sure we're far enough right so that we don't attract the attention of that railgun or the howitzer. So we got rid of that one group of infantry. We're going to kind of move around. We're going to select these real quick, take out these walls, because I want to go over there and take out those infantry units. There we go. Now we're going to be clearing a path towards this railgun. We're going to take out that war factory, because if you don't, some of your units may split around the right side, and that is going to make them be in range of that machine gun turret over there. Whereas what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and position all our units Alright, this is where I'm saying we may take a little bit more damage than really planned, but what we got right here, we did well. We got our Abrams up in front taking that machine gun damage. And honestly, as long as that machine gun is taken... Oh, well, there we go. We're going to be taking a little different damage there. Alright, so honestly, I've taken a lot more damage than I want to. These are always harder when talking. They're always harder. But busting into the center area is where you're going to take most of your damage, because sometimes there's no consistency in this game. There is absolutely none. Sometimes you attack and your units do one thing, you can do an identical thing the next time, and your units just don't follow the same path. You have one rocket buggy that goes after a flak turret. Fun stuff, right? So this is going to be a little bit of an expensive attack, but honestly, when I'm not talking and being distracted, these attacks typically cost me about 1,700 oil. About 17. Sometimes they'll go up to 21, but it's solidly in the 2,000 range, whereas this one is probably going to be in the 3,000 range. And you can see we're not really pressed for time. We end with an additional 40 seconds left. And if you're such a low level that rocket buggies aren't available to you, even if you're using rhinos, it's okay to use rhinos because you can compensate easily for the missing health in using your in redeploying. If you're using rhinos, just go until you've lost a fair amount of health, and then just retreat. Surrender, come back in. You don't want to push yourself and lose your rhinos and then have a complete squad wipe. That just gets very unnecessarily expensive. But let's check and see how much damage I actually took. Again, I'm guessing it's going to be 3,300 before it pulls up, because it's going to be the first thing that pulls up. Oh, 2,100. That's a little weird, because honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot more, but I am using base Humvees, which are a lot cheaper to repair, and rocket buggies aren't that expensive. So I did get this unit. I got the TOS, so y'all can be expecting after this event to see a video on it and what I think of it. In looking at the stats, it seems pretty useful. I kind of have to see how the damage spread works and the rate of fire and all that stuff, because it does take up 200 capacity, and it does have a max per squad of 3. It really limits what you can do with them as far as staffing a platoon, but they do have good health and very good DPS for heavy vehicles. The speed is a little bit slower, but the range is significantly better. So it's a very unique vehicle that I look forward to getting into and figuring out how to best use. And y'all can look forward to seeing that. But until then, y'all have an awesome day.